Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. So we're going to have setup, play and review and solo playthrough for the game Dulce. Now you might have already seen I had my teaser trailer preview overview video, the unboxing video about this particular game involving cakes and stores and cafes and restaurants that sell wonderful things involving cacao, coffee, peanuts and vanilla. I'm going to play this just with a single pack, which I've deliberately put into each individual baggie with the various materials going into the game as well. This is by Stronghold Games. It takes 30 minutes to play, whether you play it solo or anything else. It is a game with pretty much zero interaction, other than the fact you might want to do something different on your final turn. So take your respective board. I've been playing through various different colours. They make no difference whatsoever. So I'm going to pick red. Okay, so this particular game, aim of the game is to get the most points. You are going to have various different meeples. You're going to have your ordinary meeple and a chicken meeple. I haven't played green yet, so let's play with green. You're also going to need a player aid. You're going to take your store of various locations, and you're also going to take a chicken meeple. So you're going to chuck out that as well, and you're going to place that out on your board. So you're going to place this like that. Your chicken meeple stays around the edge, and your regular meeple goes there. Chickens will give you eggs, which is basically a wild card, and your ordinary meeple is going to be used for scoring. So everybody's going to take 24 cards. Do not shuffle them unless you are the lead person, and then you, if you are the lead person, will be shuffling your deck of cards and then removing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not listed in the rules, but everyone else will also remove those 4 cards. And then on, you'll be then saying to everybody, in this case 2, then everybody will play with the same card. So we're getting rid of vanilla lattes, truffles, macaroons and pudding. They're going to go out of the game, so they can go back in the bag. And then starting off with that first location, let's say it's 2, you can flip it over. Flans, remember playing with flans. So what can you do? You can do one of 3 things with this card. You can choose to either use this action to do a place out this location. So there's 3 locations listed. So you can choose to build a cafe. You can build a cafe. What this allows you to do is potentially score points if you can complete it. So if you can get out a vanilla cube on here and also a cacao pod, well, in this instance it's a coffee pod, then in this case you'll get yourself a coffee bean and get yourself a point at the end. There are other locations as well, so that's one thing you can be doing. The second thing you can be doing is you can be planting fields. This is when you're taking your card and placing it this way up. In this case, you'll be populating it. So let's chuck out a few cubes in a minute. So right now, all these cubes do match what is underneath. If you look here, this matches pretty closely with this. So that would be vanilla. And let's do this example. So we are now planting fields. Now we also happen to have something else here, which is quite handy actually that it's a 2 because it shows us everything. We can now place out a coffee bean. So that is coffee in grey. Now I have had grey coffee, that's Lawak coffee from Indonesia, which is the coffee bean is passed through a civet, which is a kind of rodent, and then you then roast the coffee. It's not that bad, it tastes quite like clay. It's not fantastic coffee, but it is a sort of gourmet coffee. I want to try it out. It was more expensive than usual, but isn't something I necessarily pay extra for. And over here we've finally got ourselves our cacao bean. So we have chocolate, coffee, vanilla, and peanuts over there. So that kind of matches up. There's only this one which is slightly different. So what else can we do? Well, we can harvest crops. In this case, you can harvest everything in one row or one column. It's up to you. And you'll be taking everything and then you can populate it. So for example, I could be harvesting a crop. So if I take everything in this particular row, I'll take this and go on peanut butter, I take vanilla, and it goes over here. Then what happens? Well, now we go to scoring. So in this instance, you'd score yourself 1 point, 1 point again, 2 points, and that is it. If you had excess, for example, you had lots more peanuts, then they wouldn't go here. If they were discarded, you'd gain a chicken movement for every one of these. Once you hit at least 3, then you can gain yourself an egg by spending those 3 chicken points, gaining yourself a wild egg, which can go anywhere you like. So you could chuck it over here, that's going to gain you 1 point, and then it's going to go off. Now, what's the crux about this game? Well, the difference about this particular game is if I, for example, had, let's say this, so we had cookies, then this would get spent, get myself a point. It can go down because it's got 3 rings and that's got 1 ring. It can move on to here. Equally, if I happen to have a coffee, so in this case a cacao, then it can go over here. So it's gone from 3 to a 2. If it cascades down, I can score this off, that goes away, and I score myself an additional point. Now, if there happened to be another cacao ring with only 1 ring, like here, it can move across to there and score again. These do not move across, and this is why I'm going to explain the game by showing you a whole playthrough as well. So aside from that, we also have got other things you can do. So we've talked about You can place out a cafe. We talk about planting plants or planting out your fields, and you can harvest crops, which is where you're taking. So placing, taking, and taking go onto a place. So it kind of is full circle. Now, one thing I haven't said is about the next card. So let's say I'm doing that for my first turn. I don't mind doing that for my first turn. Let's leave cookies there for the top. And then we have placed out my first turn. So everyone's placed a card. That is one of the 20 rounds. So let's do the next one. So we're going to do the next card. In this case, we can have it either face up, face down, I think it really matters. And you can cover over something else. Now, covering something over means you lose that cube, but you actually get 2 back. So you basically get an additional cube for where it is at. So that would just move on to the next one. Having said that, that's not an ideal placement for me. But you know what? I'm still going to place it out. So I'll place it out. So it's got 3 rings. I don't really care about it's 2 rings. I'll place this out here. What does it give me? Well, it gives me some more coffee beans and some more peanuts. So there we go. So I'll give you my review so far. I give this rating pretty much what everyone else gives it, at least on average, on say boardgamegeek. It's about 6.3. It's a good game. I enjoy it, but there is interaction. I prefer more interaction typically in a game like this. Having said that, I do like the cascading effect. If you like Splendor, I think you'll like this game. So let's look at the next card. And also, my score isn't very good compared to others. So maybe the fact I don't do very well at it is another factor. So let's have a look. So this does a line. So now, here we go. I like the chaining, I like the tableau building. Equally, get too many, it does get a bit messy. So these cards on here, these will get an additional one each. So these should be laid out. So you can place one out there, and then I'm going to place one out here. Again, if you are enjoying this, please hit the like button, hit the share button and subscribe button, notification bell. Let me know in the comments on YouTube best. If I happen to make any errors, remember in my solo playthroughs I might be chatting to you, so I might miss something. Please do let me know. And of course, as always, via the description on YouTube, there are occasional competitions. Head through to Linktree, but again, they are time sensitive, so do disappear. Also, there are Instagram, over 2,800 posts, so keep checking back there as well. And lastly, any other questions, please do, of course, let me know. So there we go, and Facebook, please follow and like and chat on there too. So it's not ideal because I don't need extra vanilla, maybe, but I do have the opportunity to cascade my coffee beans. So that's my card spent. So we go on to the next card. And here we go. Can I get anything chaining over here? Placing something in the center, maybe overlapping something. Well, it does, but I'll be losing my stuff. Do I want to bring stuff out? At the minute, no. I'm just going to bring out another card. Let's bring out peanut butter bars. Then we look at the next one again. Not ideal. So for now, I'm going to bring another card out before I start spending stuff. Let's have a look, see how that all looks. Looks very nice. Okay, let's bring this down slightly. Okay, anything else? Let's just see what else we've got. So the next one out, we've got peanut caramels. Again, we've got a big vanilla over here. I don't know if we want this. We want to spend the card just to build some more stuff out. I think we spend a card. Let's try ditching a card. Just stick it off to one side, face down out the way, and we are now going to see what we can harvest. So let's start getting some points. We haven't got much in the way of coffee, got a little bit. We haven't got much in the way of cacao. We've got quite a bit of vanilla going on. We could always do a small harvest as an option, or maybe just try and get some more chicken eggs. So let's just go for a big harvest. Whoops. So let's go for a big harvest because that at least can go here, and we do need one of these. So let's do that. We'll take this. It's going to go over here. We take the vanilla. It can go. That vanilla shouldn't be on here. So we take this vanilla, and it's going to go on here. This vanilla can go on here. I'm not sure what happens to the other vanilla. I think that shouldn't be on here. Then this peanut can go here. The other peanut will ditch because it will cascade over. So we ditch that to get yourself a chicken. And then finally this cacao, this coffee isn't needed, so we're going to ditch that as well. Got 2 chickens, not enough. I could have ditched more, but I won't. So now let's see what we can do. So this is a 3. If it can't move on to a 3, it's actually going to generate a chicken. So it can't go over here. That's got 3 rings, so that gets ditched. So get myself a point and get myself a chicken. Then what? I'm then going to spend that, all those 3 chicken points, to get myself an egg to go here. I'm then going to spend my peanut, so get myself a point, another point, it's going to go here. I'm then going to spend my coffee bean to go over here. So that's another point, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, I think I'm up to 4. And then I can start spending this. So this is worth an extra 1, that's 5. That doesn't cascade, so it comes off, but there's nowhere else to go to get another chicken. This comes off, and it can't go anywhere else, so that also gains myself another chicken. Over here, we've just done that one. Over here, we've got vanilla, but nowhere else for it to go. So can you get yourself another chicken? And over here, because if it goes from a 3 and it can't go to 2 to a 1, then it comes off. If it goes from a 1, you won't get anything back. Peanut can go over here though. And actually, we can spend all of that chicken to get an egg, to get an extra point. That all comes off. Okay, that's it done. So now we draw our next card and see, now we can replenish stuff. In the minute, I'm thinking of either, yeah, okay, so we've got some nice low cacao over here, some mid-tier peanuts. Let's bring out my chocolate clusters, bring out the next card. Again, that matches quite well. Let's go here, because this way is going to give me even more stuff. So get an extra one of them. We've lost the cacao now completely, but we will get 2 coffee and 2 vanilla. Add a cacao, pretty important, but I do have some cacao down here. You can cover these squares, but it's not essential. Let's see, let's have another look. So, what do I want to do next? I'm going to have another look at the next card. Nut rolls, level 2. I don't really care about level 2. That's maybe it's 24 because it will become exactly that. I'm thinking of spending this, so let's spend this card. So let's spend a card. Let's lose nut rolls to then do some more harvesting. So we've got some peanuts going over here. So let's do the top row. Peanut goes there. We lose these 2 peanuts. Well, I could bring out 1 peanut. And then this can go here, here. And then this peanut again, it's also going to get lost, so we get another chicken. Okay, not fantastic, but now this can come off and go over here. Gives us a point. This gives us a point and can go over to here. I haven't got enough chicken left, but now this, it's all kind of locked up at the minute. We could lock it over here to get ourselves a point, and then that would go over here, but for now let's leave it. Okay, next card. So now we've got some more cacao coming back in again. Getting us some stuff. I want more of a synergy. I'll get more cacao, level 2 and a level 3. But for now, let's bring out brownies. Next card isn't too good. Again, don't be looking at the next pile. Not good either. But we need to get some stuff out here, so I think we'll have to build. Let's build some cacao. I don't want to get too much cacao over here, so let's build here. It doesn't have anything whatsoever, unless I built it here, which I might want to do. But then I'll lose it, so maybe I'll build, oh, I don't want to build this way either. There's cacao, 2 cacao, 2 cacao. We've got 3 rings, so let's do it that way. 2 cacao, but then I won't get the, let me do it this way around. So we've got 3 vanilla. We're going to have 2 cacao and another vanilla. So we want to go this way. Let's look at the next card. This is Moose, number 22. So that does fit. They're using cacao again. So now let's try building. Let's try harvesting what we have, harvest our fields. Just plant our fields, harvest our fields. We've already got some stuff lined up. I'm thinking we need some cacao going on here, cacao action. So let's go down here, let's go here, and let's chuck this out over here. So this comes off, it gets me a point. It can't go here, it can't go here, it gains me a chicken. And then this will come off, it gains me a point. And it can go over, could go over here, or we could, okay, let's just leave it over here for now. And now we've got an egg to spend. Let's spend an egg. Spend to get an egg, a wild resource, and it won't cascade down, but at least it can go here. Unless we want to have this, let's do this. So let's go over here. So this is going to be for vanilla. So we complete vanilla for peanut brittle. That comes off. This cascades down to complete peanut butter bars, and then that comes off. So this will then cascade down again to complete chocolate clusters. Okay, up to 13 points. About halfway through, maybe more than that now. 3, 4, yep, 2/3 the way through. Tiramisu. We have a single vanilla and we've got a triple coffee. Where can we place this though? Where could we place tiramisu? Okay, so that does work nicely. It covers it over, it gives us, it synergizes a little bit. So we need some more coffee to come out. 1, 2, and I think there's a second one. I can double check. It's just that one. So that's going to get 2. So that's going to get 1, and that's going to get 1. Although it has covered it, so we will get an additional 1. So we're going to get an extra one here. I've thought of that before. And yes, we've got ourselves some vanilla. What's next? We've got fudge. Fudge, we've got a 3 already, we've got a 2 already. Let's ditch that to harvest again. We've planted our fields. What do we need? So we need some peanut butter. We do not have any peanuts. That's a tricky thing, unless I can get some eggs up again. Vanilla, we could go heavy on vanilla, but again, we've got no peanuts to cascade. Let's have a look. Maybe we actually plant some stuff. Again, I could cover this, but I kind of want to not cover them. Ideally use the eggs on the single requirement locations as well, such as for chocolate, such as for ice cream, such as for lattes, and for candied peanuts. So we could try and focus on this one. That one can still cascade down to here, so we definitely want to do peanuts. Let's just go heavy on vanilla then, because we can still get some of this. We don't need that out. We don't need any more coffee. Let's go for coffee, yeah, chocolate. So bring that over here, and I won't then cascade. Tricky. That could go over here though. Ditch that. I think we need to go heavy on stuff. So let's ditch this to go here. That to come off for a chicken. Let's take off these 3 to go 1, 2, 3. These can't go anywhere, so we gain 2 chickens. We've got these 2 which can't go anywhere, so we get another 2 chickens. So we spend 1 chicken to produce 1 egg, and chuck it. Where do we want to chuck it? Here, so that it cascade down to here, I think. This will not move anywhere. This won't move anywhere either. Let's just do this one. Okay, so brownies are done. So we get ourselves a point for brownies. That will come down to here. We've then got ourselves a point over here for lattes, a point for ice cream. Okay, so we've got 5 cards left. Peanut butter mockers, more peanuts, and we at least have peanuts on the back. What can I cover over here? I think we're going to cover over vanilla at this rate, because I want to get some peanuts in place. So 1, 2, and these will get 2. So initially I thought it was 1, but because you're covering it, you get 1 underneath. So there we go. Just was it's covered. And now we look at the next one, which looks like it's some kind of chocolate latte vanilla thing. It's the creme brulee. So what can we do here? We don't want all this stuff. We want to harvest. Maybe we want to start carving stuff up. Here we go. It covers up slightly nicely. So get building up for a kind of a bigger last few rounds. And then I'm just going to get one of them out. One of them out. I don't think I forgot to carve something. We have an eclairs. So eclairs. Nothing to cover over. 3 rounds to go. Let's just try and harvest some stuff. More peanuts. Let's do some peanuts. Peanut action. So although I could go over here to cover peanuts because I'm not making many peanuts. And considering they go here anyway, it's a point, giving up a point to maybe have a better last turn. We have covered over this corner. Let's just harvest, maybe harvest 3 times in fact. So let's harvest peanuts first. Yeah, let's go peanuts first. So we're going to make lots of vanilla already. Let's go for the bottom level. So peanuts can come off, and actually won't produce more than once. Let's go over here and hopefully get a hen to do some helpful stuff. Hen, and then this won't go anywhere, so we could go here. That comes off for a point, comes off. Then what's next? Then we can complete this. That's got nowhere to go, so get yourself another hen. That will come off, and it has nowhere to go to get another hen, so we get another point there. We spend that to get an egg. And that egg could go here to cascade down somewhere. Let's lock out the peanuts. Yeah, let's go. That's annoying, it's not going to cascade. That one will. Let's go here to complete brownies. 19 points, we lose that. This will cascade down to here, which completes custard clusters. That will then cascade down to here, which completes peanut butter bars. That can now move to here. That comes off. And I've got 2 cards left, which I'm just going to play double chocolate mockers to now complete another line. We need to get more peanuts out here, so definitely do peanuts. So we're going to chuck the peanuts in this case. Oh, it looks like we had an extra point to probably be gained over here for chocolates. So let's go over here to try and complete this and chain it through again. So I could go here, but I'm choosing not to because I want this to chain. I've completely taken that. I've got some vanilla, so vanilla can go, it's been covered, so I can't go here. No more vanilla, so as it's a 3 ringer, it's going to go there. Some more, I think, so more, and then more and more and more. 2 more. We have an egg. This is where I think eggs are best played, which would be, in this instance, on just a location. So go here, lose it, gain a point. This will give me a point for brownies. This will now chain down to here. That will chain down to here. We complete chocolate clusters. So that comes off. That can chain down to here. Those don't complete. Final round, final card. We have donuts, number 8. So what can we do with this? Well, we do this line. That's all we've got left. So be efficient on this. We can take, let's say, we'll take my coffee bean. It's going to go over here. We take a cocoa. It's going to go down here and here. We take coffee bean, and it doesn't need to go anywhere, so we can send it along. And finally, we've got vanilla, which has been covered over. It's been covered over, so we get another hen. So I think up to 7. So let's spend all of that to get 2 eggs. Consider where we want to send it. Where do we want to send the eggs? When do we want these hens to kick into play? Well, let's just play it like this. We're going to take this one, score a point for chocolates and send it over here. Let's score a point for lattes and send it over here. Then we've got 2 eggs to play with. And let's have a look. We have got 2 eggs to play with. Just to let you know, last time I played this, it went to not the first tie break, but the second tie break, and that was the final tie break before being declared a tie as to who actually won. So the first one is the tie place for the game. You gain eggs for each of these places in the chicken meatball on the track, and you ultimately kind of see who wins. The player with the most eggs and the most resources left in their field wins the game. So it turned out to be the most items left. I had 2, they had 4. So that's going to complete. That's going to complete. Is any of these going to chain through? No, it won't. This will chain over here. So let's go here and here. So now this will chain and complete. Well, let's go over here. Crumb cakes. So get a point over here. Nowhere to go. So go another chicken. This will move over and off the board and get another chicken egg. This will come off. So that's going to go. Well, it could go here or it could come off. But for now, let's complete this. So this completes, so brownies completes up to 30 points. What I scored my first game. And that's going to cascade down to here. An egg comes off for the peanuts. This will complete, so chocolate clusters completes. So we're going to take that off and this one. So we'll score 31 points. I got 32 points in my last solo game. This will complete, so now tied. And now this can come off and go over to here. That will come off and come off completely. That's still stuck there, and then I can get 33 points because I've got 1 egg left remaining, because I've got 3 chicken meatballs, and brownies will complete another time. And there we have it, a total score of 33. Is that a good score? No. I've got 34 and below, baking beginner. There's no shame in store-bought cookie dough. Then you have kneading novice, pastry professional, and macaroon master. You delicately crafted patisseries that could possibly be the meaning of life. And as for kneading novice, you know what it means to proof bread, which makes you the best baker in your group of friends. Whereas pastry professional is you always sell out during baking sales, and everyone begs you for your recipes. So hope you found it of interest. Please let me know your thoughts. This will be going in a solo playthrough playlist, the playthrough playlist, the AmassGames playlist, the solo play and review playlist, and the indie game studios playlist. Thanks very much for watching, and for now, back to the table.